Welcome to the SMBU Daily Video. Let's talk about this URI, a great opportunity that we saw in the marketplace yesterday, but then more importantly, what we did internally, which we're going to share about this opportunity to make sure we're making the most when we see an opportunity like this again. So we have an 11 o'clock meeting. That's the first meeting we have of the day for our newer guys. And we have a 12:30 meeting where we also are offering mentoring to our guys. And even before our trading day starts, we make sure that they're in the right stocks by having an SMB AM meeting. And this stock selection sheet, which we share with all the newer guys, myself, and some of the partners. And we teach guys to find certain trades. This URI, this was one of those trades. We call it a changing fundamentals trend trade. That means a stock, in this case, that was trending to the downside. That means a stock that is trending intraday. That means a stock that has different, substantially different, in this case, substantially worse fundamentals to the downside than yesterday. And we then look for opportunities to lean short, opportunities where we control risk on the short side and capture trend intraday. And there was a really, really terrific opportunity where we can see around the 73.50-ish consolidation area where we're going to put on a swing trend trade. We're going to put on a swing trend changing fundamentals trade. And then later in the day, after the stock goes sideways for a good extended period of time, we're going to put on a continuation trade below 72 using a little bit of intraday technicals to capture an even larger part of the move. But what's most important about this opportunity was what we did after. So we were talking about it in real time. People can see that I had the short position on in real time. I was pointing it out during the 11 o'clock meeting. We were very prepared for it in our AM meeting and in our sheets that we share with each other. But the thing you have to do, and the best part, the best takeaway from this example is that you got to go back and figure out why this trade worked so well. This is a trade where you can make your week. This is a trade where you can make your month. And what you can't do as a semi-pro, a retail, or professional trader is sit there and be like, oh, I should have made more money in that URI. Oh, can't believe I wasn't bigger in that URI. What you got to do is go back and understand the variables and decipher the variables of this trade so that you can start to internalize them in your trading brain. And we did that in here. And so we brought all of the young guns into this room and we said, I want you to together tell me exactly why this trade worked. What are the variables about this trade that made it so trendy, that made it so clean? And if you look at the chart, if you look at the full chart for this stock never broke the intraday downtrend. This stock never did anything but give you an opportunity to sit in a trend changing fundamentals swing trade short and a technical trend changing fundamentals swing trade below 72. It never did anything but wait for the stock to continue to go down. And so not all stocks act like this, and we got to sort of decode what made them so special. And this step is really the difference between learning a trade and being able to actually make it in real time. You know, a lot of people spend a lot of time learning and reading and watching videos about trades and not enough time practicing and reviewing, which is the way you turn knowledge into skill. And so we sat in this room and I was pretty hard on some of the guys for missing a couple of the variables, but that exercise, the habit, the best practice of every time you see a trade that is opportunistic like this, taking the time to review it and pull out the most meaningful variables so that the next time you see a similar trade, you will be more confident you will trade it bigger. You will hold it longer. You will not be as stressed when you're in the money of a trade. Because what happens when you're in this trade? You're sitting there and you're like, I've got all this open profit, I've got to take it. I've got all this open profit, I got to take it. If I don't take this open profit and the thing goes back up, I'm going to give back a really, really good day. I've got to take my open profit. Well, when you go back and you study trades like this, what you'll recognize is that they tend to show you exactly where the out is. The exit is very, very clear when you go back and you study your best trends, or they finish low of day and there's really not much to do. That will be your conclusion if you go back and you study these best trades. And when you go over your work at the end of the month, what will become crystal clear to you is that the way for you to make money is not so much worrying about the trades that didn't work out for you, but did you capture enough of a move like this? Were you big enough in a trade like this? And the reason why you weren't was because you didn't go back and review it and understand exactly the variables of this trade. Broken down technically on the long-term chart, holding below view up beautifully, a nice consolidation area beautifully below view up after 10:15. A great opportunity to add below low of day and a consolidation area at 72. Fundamentals to the negative side that were different, changing, and substantial because they missed on revenues for the full year. That's one of our go-to trades, something that misses for the full year on revenues. That is something in and of itself is a news pattern that can cause the stock to close low of day. Okay? Cleanliness to the trading. Cleanliness. Not a lot of up move after every new low. Very, 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 very shy, tepid moves to the upside after every low. You got to think about things like this. You got to review them. You've got to pull out those variables. These patterns happen over and over again. I'm not saying they happen a lot during a particular week, but they do happen every day. And they certainly happen enough for you to capture moves like this. Moves like this is how you change from doing maybe not as well as you want to doing as well as you deserve. I hope that helps. Think about doing that exercise each day. We were hard on our guys, made sure they did it. I hope you add it to your trading. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.